Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Gemini for the month of April, including late March 2025. So Gemini, we are currently in the zodiac sign of Aries. So Aries is always about forward moving action. Very independent sign. Very in your face sometimes, but things happen very quickly in a fire sign. So we're in fire, so think of fire. And you are in your 11th house of the group energy. So it's all about working with others, how you work with others. That will be under the microscope this month. So whether it's your family, whether it's your work colleagues, whether it's your friendship groups. And the energy is the Queen of Swords. So we've got this woman coming in strong here. Very much could be somebody in your life, obviously, because it's a court card. So whenever we get queens, kings, knights or pages, they talk about real people, or they can just talk about the energy that gives off. So basically, the Queen of Swords, she's coming in to sort of really get rid of the dead wood. She is a tough talker. She may be very blunt. Sorry, frog. Very blunt person. But she does say it how it is, and she wields her mighty sword with quite a lot of power. So she's one of your lot, actually. She's an air sign person. So let's get to where you are right now. And we have the Six of Wands. So things going along swimmingly for you there, Gemini. Quite a good card to have. It's very much a card of ongoing success, really. Like things going along pretty well. And number 6, obviously, is of harmony, balance, and you're just getting things right. You know, it's been a struggle. Obviously, everything that's worth anything is, but now you're sort of maintaining and you're just cruising, basically. So nice card to get, whatever that project is or whatever that relationship is. You've got a great sort of card there to say that's where you're sitting at the moment. Let's have a look at the influencing card, which has influenced the Six of Wands to come in, and the rest of the reading. Knight of Pentacles. So excellent. It may have been a slow burn to get where you are at the moment, and even though I said it's fire sign 4 weeks, so things moving fast, but I'm thinking this is more what's been leading up to where you're at. Like maybe this achievement of this ongoing success has been a slow burn for you, and you're just thinking, oh my God, you know, this is just moving at a snail's pace. But however, the overriding aspect of the Knight of Pentacles is that he's very loyal and he's very sort of committed. So out of all the knights, he's the one that you can depend on the most. He is quite a shy, retiring type of energy, so won't come out and promise you everything, but he is very much loyal and in it for the right reasons. Slow does come to mind though with him, but with slow we get steady, we get sort of commitment, all those sort of great qualities that we really wish to have sometimes. Okay, let's see what was February, March. The Devil. So stuck. Big card. This is where you were, and this is how you're coming through. So it looks like you're sort of moving away from the Devil. And the Devil talks about being chained to something. It may be in an addiction and a relationship where you just feel like you're bondaged into this situation, and you feel like the merry-go-round's going so fast and you just can't get off. And that's the story of the Devil. He's a very materialistic type of person, also that kind of person too that can easily become addicted to doing something over and over, but doing it too much to the detriment of everything else in your life. So just think about that. If it's a relationship, you need to examine that and ask yourself, okay, why am I so stuck to this person and this vibe that's going on with this person? So basically it's urging you, and by the looks of what you've got, you are sort of pulling away from that. You are sort of maintaining some sort of forward moving energy too, because this can be quite cumbersome actually. So let's see. Recent influences. 5 of Wands. So once again, wands, obstacles with the 5 of Wands, and it's the obstacles are there, but it's how you navigate the obstacles. And looking at the 6 of Wands there, it looks like, you know, you've sort of fought your way through the obstacle course, and now you've kind of got through. The obstacle course of the 5 of Wands is often sort of everything coming in at once and thinking, how am I going to do that? And it's like 5 things really going at you fiercely at once. So, but the antidote for it is to just navigate and just go, okay, what's first? What's priority? So that energy has been around, but I'm feeling like you've sort of overcome that. So it's been a good, so far, really nice, Gemini, that you're kind of getting, you're sort of moving forward with what was in the past with the devil. He's still there too, so don't be too sort of eager to go, oh yeah, he's gone. He hasn't gone yet. So those struggles are still time and tested. Okay, let's see the lesson you'll be learning. The 2 of Cups, so relationships, soulmate connections. So yes, even with the devil around, and sort of these soulmate connections can be very wearing at times and trying at times, because you feel like it's just going around and around and you're not sort of progressing. But in a way too, that can be the 2 of Cups and the soul connection with a person. It's not always all rainbows and lollipops with the soul connections. Sometimes it's hard yards, as we all know. So that's the lesson. So it's about sort of really emotionally digging deep with that one and saying, okay, yeah, well, this has been, but how do we navigate our way through it? How do we sort of fix it? So it is a test. And if it's not a relationship you're talking about, it's sort of something that's really close to your heart. It may be a passion, it may be a hobby, it may be something that you're really invested in that gives you back what you give it. So it's a positive card in that manner. So I'll leave it to you to decide how that works for you. Okay, near future. Ace of Cups. So the connection, re-established connection. Now this could be with a new person entirely, or it could be with that same person where you sort of go, oh, okay, we've got it back. It's great, you know, that silver thread that binds us together is back again. It could also be the conception of a child for some of you, I guess, which maybe has been difficult for you, but then you get this one coming in and you know that things are sort of progressing. But it's a much loved sort of connection. Without further ado, is the Ace of Cups. And aces, of course, bring new beginnings. So it's very fortuitous that you have these cards all together here so far. Let's see what's happening that you're not realising, which can sort of throw some light onto that. And we have the Page of Swords. So things up in the air still. They haven't really grounded yet. This may be a thought process, knowing Geminis it probably is, where you're thinking, or it could be also, conversely, somebody that's kind of spying on you, or there's been an addiction to a person maybe, outside of your relationship, if that's so, and they're kind of looking at you, or they've got this sort of obsession about you as well. Don't forget to factor that in. So with that down there, we can really see, like, it kind of makes sense in a way if that's the case for you, because the Page of Swords is like the little spy. He's always watching everybody else's life whereas because his really isn't that interesting. So, you know, that over-investiture in other people's lives, and we do. It's quite big these days because social media, and everyone's always looking up everybody and having access to people's business if you allow it. So that could be that, but that's a good one to have, no matter how it works for you. You'll understand it. Okay, so let's see how others see you. Four of Swords, so a bit withdrawn, not withdrawn completely, but just a bit sort of like having a rest, taking a back seat and just watching the life sort of go by and going, okay, where am I going next? I just need to take my pedal off the metal for a little bit, and just, it's almost like a very spiritual, religious type of a card too, like a retreat or meditation where you just sit back and you just watch the bustle going on from your perch, and just being quite sort of mentally aware of yeah, all this is going on. And so you're just choosing to sit back and go and watch this. Okay, let's see the positive feelings. Positive feelings. The Emperor. Big card, big energy. He's almost on a par with this one, whereas this one can be quite addictive. This one can be quite controlling and powerful. He is a powerful man. He's the most powerful of all the male icons in the tarot. But he gets to where he wants to go. Like, he is really a person who throws everything at it. He just works a way to get to where he wants to go. But the overriding meaning too of the Emperor can mean he loves that power, he wants that power, he needs that power somehow. So if he is in your life and this is the thing that you've been battling against up here, yeah, it's helpful to know that that is what some people are like. They just are not addicted to it, but that's just what they do, and it is about power, and that is, it's probably quite ego based, I would say. But nevertheless, you know, we look globally and we can see, I'm sure we can all name men, especially in the global stage right now, that could quite easily fit that description. But they've worked hard to get there, and now they're there, they're wielding that power. So you're feeling positive about that, which I think is quite good for you, Gemini. You can work that out, how that fits in with you and your stuff. The outcome. 8 of Wands, and then we cruise along. Absolutely cruising with the 8 of Wands. No more obstacles to be had for a while. Just enjoy the ride. Could be meeting someone new, obviously. Some of you may well be meeting someone new that really sort of, it's a Sagittarian card, so we all know the Sagittarian is the archer, and he sort of fixes his arrow on somebody and that's it. So very much could be a new relationship coming in, but overall travel, good times, no obstacles basically. I think we're going to put the clarifier on that Emperor, because I did read him with a tinge of kind of, not negativity, but that's how he does come across. And to a lot of us, we're not into that sort of power play stuff, but we have to acknowledge that there are people in the world that do that, and they're very successful at it. So we kind of need them, as well as sort of just reviling them sometimes as well, because it's almost a bit too much. You know what I mean? So let's see what the clarifier says. Restriction, wow. Number 35, oh, interesting, Gemini. This marker brings notice of restriction in all things. You are in a prison of your own making, at the mercy of that which is temporarily out of reach. You aren't able to move forward constructively at this time. Be patient. Pay attention to the next right action. And sooner than you know, the prison doors will swing open and you'll be yet again you will yet again proceed to the greater goal. For now, take this opportunity to rest, taking stock of where you are and from where you've come. Ask, how did I get here? What am I not seeing? What needs repairing? Once answers come, so does relief from the bondage of circumstances and mind. So we can really equate that to both of these. I rest my case, Gemini. I wish you a great month and thank you very much, as usual, for listening.